Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Joshana here with some library lover shoutouts. So I just have 7 booktubers for this current list. Definitely let me know in the comments if there's somebody I didn't name that you subscribe to and you know they love libraries. They talk about libraries all the time, whatever the case may be. I always love finding more awesome booktubers. But these are the 7 that either I have been subscribed to for a while or they are newly introduced to me, but I gather that they do love libraries. I see they do quite a few library hauls, things like that. I also just searched library haul on YouTube, and that's how I found a couple new people. Oh, and actually there's 8. I lied, not 7. So I'll start off with a few that I have been subscribed to for a hot minute. These are in no particular order, but one is Miss Allie over at Hardback Hoarder. If you don't subscribe to her, what are you doing with your life? She's one of the larger booktubers, I would say. I can't remember how many subscribers she has right now, but she has a good number. To me, she's one of the larger booktubers, and she's just so fun and energetic, and she actually works in a library, so she definitely does library hauls very frequently. I'm pretty sure she does one every month, and she's much like myself, where your eyes are bigger than your stomach, or your eyes are bigger than your reading habits, I don't know, where you get way too many and then you end up not being able to read them all and you're like, why did I do that? And then you go back and you get more. And I imagine it's just way more difficult being at the library when you're at work, like however many times a week, and not getting more books. I can't. Oh. So definitely go check her out if you are not already subscribed. And then another booktuber who works in libraries is Dylan over at Dylan the Reader 5. He does library hauls pretty frequently. He talks about working in the library, and he's a freaking hoot. This kid is hilarious. And he's on Twitter very actively, and the kid's just great. Definitely check him out. He has so much sass when he doesn't like things, and he just does not care. He's like, I don't like it, I don't care. Fight me. And I love it. And then another one is Becky over at Beck's Books, and I don't know if she prefers to go by Becky or Beck. I feel like Becky is what she prefers to go by. But at any rate, I don't know if she's an actual librarian or what, but I do know that she does work in a library, and she's very informative. I actually discovered Hoopla from her talking about, she did a video talking about Overdrive, and in that video, the problems like working in a library and, getting books from Overdrive, like that side of it, which was really interesting. And in that video, she talked about Hoopla, which is another thing like Overdrive. And you can use Hoopla for graphic novels and comic books, which is really cool. So yeah, she's great. She's super sweet. She reads a lot of adult fantasy and sci-fi. Robin Hobb is her jam. And then another one who I've been subscribed to pretty much since the beginning, and I think we started right around the same time. She took a little bit of a break for a while, just life and being busy and various things, but that is Carla over at Carla's Book Bits. She also is a library lover, and she actually did a library vlog, and I had been kind of wanting to do one, but I was like really nervous. It was towards the beginning of my booktube experience. I hadn't vlogged at all ever. And I was just so nervous, but then seeing her do her library vlog inspired me and like pushed me to go do mine. And I did it, and I'm still kind of nervous when I vlog, but I do it now. And she's just so freaking sweet. And she reads a pretty wide array of books, a lot more adult than young adult, if memory serves me correctly. She only recently came back, I guess, after her extended pause. So yeah, definitely check her out. She reads some things that you don't see everybody else talking about. Not the overhyped things, which, I mean, I'm here for. Don't get me wrong. I have many super hyped books on my shelves, but if you're looking for something a little different, Carla is amazing. And then the last one who I have been subscribed to for a hot minute is Hannah Tay. She's freaking hilarious. She is British, and she's just so funny and carefree and just says what she wants, and not like in a rude way though. She's very well spoken and mature when she has like her, discussion videos and things like that. But she feels what she feels and she says what she says. And she's just a riot. Like, she's just so funny and witty, and I just love her. Like, I want to be her friend in real life. And yeah, she does library hauls. She does a lot of thrift store, or as she calls it, charity shops, which I think is so cute. she's like, charity shop. I wish I had a cool accent instead of a stupid Midwestern American accent. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, she does a lot of thrift store book hauls, but she also is a library lover for sure. She actually did one recently, I think. Someone who's a little bit newer to me is Aoife over at Fred Weasley Died Laughing, and she's Irish, and she's just is so sweet and like has such a pleasant voice, which I know isn't like relevant, I guess. It's just something I always like notice about her channel. Anytime her videos start, I'm just like, and she's very fun and very funny, and obviously likes Harry Potter, but she does library hauls also pretty regularly. And the two super new ones, one is Katie over at Girl About Library. I think Elliot Brooks told me about her, I'm pretty sure. She's super energetic, very fun. She's very well spoken too when she's talking about books, which I admire because I always feel like I'm just like, I liked it, meh, bye, like not saying anything of value. But some of you disagree, and thank you guys for giving me a little boost of confidence. But yeah, she always, anytime I've watched her, which again, it's been very recent, but I'm just always like, oh, she just sounds so good. She knows what she's talking about. And she also seems to read, again, she's pretty new, but she seems to read a pretty wide array of genres. She will read some of the more popular books that, you know, everybody knows about. But then she'll read, like in one of her recent videos, I think it was a recent wrap-up, or maybe, oh no, I think it was her favorite books of 2017. I mean, she had like Turtles All the Way Down and Station 11, and then she had, I mean, and other ones too, but then there was like a random memoir that I'd never heard of before, and again, she spoke about it so eloquently that I was like, I want to read that now. Which is the idea, I guess, right? When you're trying to hype up a book. And then a very, very new one, like literally just today, earlier when I was doing my library haul like search through, I found The Hopeful Maya, and she seems to read quite a bit of adult fiction and nonfiction, and she just seems so nice. Like, again, I've only watched like 2 or 3 of her videos, but she just seemed like such a nice person, like just a friendly, kind person, and a library lover. So there you have it. Again, there are many, many more. I was more or less looking for people who kind of regularly do library hauls as my like gauge for if they're a library lover or not. You don't have to do library hauls all the time to be a library lover, of course. Some people don't have a very good library around them. They live out in the sticks. I know that life. My hometown library is quite small. And if you're in another country, I don't know how it is. Some countries have kind of crap library systems, others have good ones. So not everybody who loves libraries gets to go to the library all the time. But that was just what I was using to gauge if I was going to include somebody on this list. And I could have forgotten some people, so again, put in the comments down below if there's someone I have forgotten that you know I subscribe to, or someone that maybe I don't know about and you know about and you love them and they love libraries. And again, as always, all the links are down below for all the stuff and the other stuff and the library Loveathon stuff. Please send emails if you donate. We're trying to raise some money here. And if you do, again, you get entered to win $50 towards Book Depository. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.